Okay, 7th graders, we are moving on to section 1.8, simplifying algebraic expressions. So if you go here on the left side, I give us some visuals because it is kind of confusing when we start throwing multiple letters at you. So for example, I said simplify 2a plus 3b plus 3a. Well, think of them as their own objects. So if you had 2 apples, 3 bananas, and 3 apples, and you were going to simplify this, you can't add apples and bananas together. It just doesn't work. So if they are like terms, you can combine them. So 2 apples and 3 apples give us 5 apples. And then we still have the 3 bananas. So we would write the expression 5a plus 3b, okay? The same type of thing goes for subtracting. You can't take bananas away from apples or apples away from bananas, but if we have 5 apples and nothing else happens with apples, it just stays 5a. But we had 6 bananas and we took away 2 bananas, so how many bananas do we have? We only have 4 bananas. So those are kind of like adding and subtracting. Then the last type here, we have multiple things. So we have burgers, fries, and drinks. Burgers, fries, and drinks. So it says consider the following family take-away order, or like takeout order. And so we can simplify this by adding like terms. And like terms have to be the same item. In algebra, it's the same letter. So if we have 2 burgers and 3 burgers, we have 5 burgers. So they expressed it first like this, 2b plus f plus d. So notice there's no number in front of the f. We can assume that there's a 1 there. Same thing with the d. So 1 fry and 2 fries give us 3 fries. 1 drink and 2 drinks give us 3 drinks. So they just have kind of done this in pictures. So we are going to do a few up here. So it says identify the like terms below, and how I will identify them is I am going to circle and put squares around or some other shape around the ones that are like terms. So they have to have the same variable. So first one would be a t. Are there other t's in here? Sure, I've got one here and one here. So my like terms, I'm going to do a circle and a circle with the 7t. And a circle with the 2t. Now let's look at the y squared. Are there any other y squared? Sure, I've got one here and one here, so I'm going to do a square around my y squared. The x squared, not the same letter, so you can't add it together. Is there anything with the 5 a's? There's no other a's. Anything with the x squared? There's no other x squared. The z's, there's no other z's, and there's no other k's. So those are the only like terms that we have in that one. So then, now that you know how to pick out a like term, we're going to talk about actually adding them. So if you have 7 x's and you add 2 x's, how many x's do you have? 9. Okay. Letter B, they give us a few more terms. So again, I like to do this whole circle square thing. So circle around the 5x cubed, circle around the 7x cubed, and then let's put a squares around my other stuff. So a square around my 3y. Now this is kind of tricky because it has a minus 2y. Notice how my square went around the minus because we were taking that away. So if I have 5x cubed and 7x cubed, that would give me 12x cubed. If I have 3y and I take away 2y, I get 1y. And then this guy didn't get added to anything or subtracted from anything, so you just write that on there. Notice that I put minus 4x squared right there. The next problem, we're actually going to use my distributive property, and I'm going to distribute this into the expression. If it's on the outside and you can't add what's on the inside, you are going to distribute it. So this would be 2 times a, which gives us 2a. 2 times 2a squared is actually going to be 4a squared. And then this 2b is just written on the end. None of them are like terms because we have an A and an A squared. They're not the same thing. And we've got a B. So this is just your final answer right here. The last one, they want us to find the perimeter. Well, you find the perimeter by taking all four sides and adding it together. So if this is B and this is H, your expression would be B plus H plus B plus H. Well, I have 2 B's and 2 H's, and that would be your perimeter. So that would be your answer. So I know this is all really new, but we will do more stuff tomorrow in class and make sure you guys understand those examples.